Before we start the podcast, I just want to say that I have been thinking about everything that's going on in the world these days with the riots, with um, excluding because of color, and I think it's absolutely disgusting. George Floyd. Uh, you're in my prayers. You're in my thoughts, and I think a lot of people can say the same thing. All right, let's get this started.
All the stuff that I've been through. No word of
What
a
is up?
lie, I've been beat down.
I hope everyone is doing amazing. That was my new single that I just released. Available everywhere right now. Go check it out. Any streaming platform, just search up Cam Wilson, and it's called Things Happen for a Reason. And my whole album. All right. So I know I haven't done a podcast in a while. Cody, my buddy, he's gonna start doing this with me. Just been super busy with music. Like I just said, I just released my first album. Go check it out. All the links will be in the description. And we're actually hoping to get this podcast out to Spotify and everything as well. Because I release my music there, I can also release the podcast. So we're gonna see what happens. But right off the bat, I want to talk about um, George Floyd, but not him in particular, but um, just what's going on in the world. You hear of riots, you're hearing of violence, you're hearing of hatred, you're hearing of. I don't understand why we can't just get along. Everybody's equal. The black community. I will never know how you feel, and a lot of us won't know how y'all feel. But what I can say is that we are all here for you, and we are super sorry what y'all have to go through. Um, there are many NHL players coming out. I'm not gonna read them all. Coming out and spreading their what they think and just speaking their mind as um, honestly as we all should. One really did stand out for me to me was Blake Wheeler of the Winnipeg Jets. His statement really stood out to me. um, I it is it is absolutely crazy what what is going on. But Blake Wheeler, he said he regrets not speaking up sooner, and I think that's how we all feel. He posted a letter to Twitter over the weekend on the death of George Floyd and the mass protests that followed across the United States. Um, he said on a Tuesday video conference call, "You can't be silent anymore. We never should have been silent, but this is the time to be start speaking out and you know um, start talking." And I just think it's disgusting how in some people's eyes we're not equal. You know what I mean? I don't really know what to go about this. I could go on forever, but I'm not going to, um, because what's the point? Um, uh, Anywho, let me read you what Blake Wheeler said on Twitter. Like I said, it really stood out to me, and it made a lot of sense to me. It honestly did. He said, and this is Blake Wheeler. He said, "I've wanted to say something for a while, but it's been really difficult knowing what to say. My hometown is burning. Businesses where I grew up are being boarded up. America is not okay. Growing up outside of Minneapolis, I always felt sheltered from racism. That's because I was. Most people I grew up with looked like me. I never had to be scared when I was stopped at a traffic light or saw the police in public. My kids will never know that fear either. I'm heartbroken that we still treat people this way. We need to stand with the black community and fundamentally change how the leadership in this country has dealt with racism. I am sorry it has taken this long, but I'm hopeful that we can change this now. George Floyd's life mattered. So did every other life that has been lost by the senseless violence and racism. And he on to say a couple more things, but it's just disgusting that it takes all these people to have to come out and say something for something to be done. I don't like that. I don't really. I don't know. I don't know. Anywho, I think it's absolutely disgusting. And and we won't tolerate it. The sports world, athletes, coaches, they won't tolerate it. We hear stories of we hear stories of coaches, and there was a few things. The Flames coach? He got fired because of racist comments. Like, why do I have to be talking about this? Um, you know what I mean? So, anywho, I don't know what to do. What can I say? Um, I don't know what to say. I think it's absolutely disgusting that it has to come to this, and that we have to just rant and rant and rant and rant and rant. I think it's absolutely disgusting. It shouldn't be happening, and just know that we are all equal. I don't care if someone's listening that they don't think so. Get off my podcast right now, because we are. All right. The NHL. Okay, so this is really confusing me. I don't know why they're even doing playoffs this year because of COVID, but they're doing playoffs this year. Um, there's okay. So the format is really weird. I guess the top three teams in each division will make up the first 12 teams in the playoffs. And then the remaining four spots will be filled by the next two highest placed finishers in each conference, based on regular season record and regardless of division. But they're still playing games, so we don't really know the exact teams yet. I mean, I think Toronto's playing Columbus. I think, you know what? We'll see what happens. The teams finishing second and third in each division, I think they're going to meet. Yeah, they will meet in the first round within the bracket. And then first round winners will play a second round winner, or they'll play one another. Oh, the first round winners will play one another for the second round. So it's confusing. I don't like this system. I don't know why we're doing this. I don't know why they just didn't cancel the season, but you know what? It's going to confuse a hell of a lot of people. And yeah, but I mean, at least hockey's coming back. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. You know, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. I'm excited. To see how it goes. I also heard, because the play-in games, you play to get in, I guess. It's regular season overtime, so there's shootout. I don't know. Anywho, the Anaheim Ducks signed Swedish Hockey League MVP Cody Curran to a 2-year deal today on Monday. He's 30, and he spent the last 2 seasons with Rogo BK Angelholm in the SHL. Say that 10 times fast. He posted 12 goals and 49 points, and he was named the MVP and Defenseman of the Year. Anaheim needs someone. I mean, and he representing Canada at the 2018 Spengler Cup. So at least he's in the NHL. I mean, so yeah, I mean, What are we gonna do about it? Like, I'm speechless, to say the least, because um, aside from Anaheim signing, I'm gonna go back for a second. I just think it's. I can't say this enough. It's absolutely disgusting. That it takes um, sports athletes that are very well known to have to say something for us to at least be close to hearing. You know what I mean? I think it's absolutely um, it's enraging to know that there are people out there that think the black community is, so bad. Um, I don't know. I mean, if you're listening and you're one of those people, you're absolutely disgusting. I know some people won't agree with that, but you're absolutely disgusting. You disgust me. We're all equal. We're all human, are we not? If aliens are watching my podcasts, gosh, I'd be rich. But no, in all seriousness, I think it's wrong. I think it's gross. I think it's absolutely 100% enraging. I think that I don't know. I don't really know. Um, oh boy. And I'm not the only person that's gonna go on and on about this, but I want to be one of them, because I think it needs to be done. Anywho, this was actually just news from 9 minutes ago. Premier teams can start scheduling their friendlies uh, ahead of the league's June 17 intended restart, as long as they adhere to strict guidelines. So maybe the Premier League's going to come back too. I'd like some good old-fashioned soccer up in here. I just want sports on my TV screen. I'm sick of binge watching Netflix and watching YouTube all the time. You know what I mean? I touched on this on my last podcast. COVID is hitting a lot of people really hard, especially now that we got even more shit to deal with. First, it was a virus that was killing thousands of people, millions of people. And now it's violence, hatred, non equality. I don't know which one's worse. I think. I don't know. I don't know which one's worse. One thing I will say, it's wrong. I will always believe that. And I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Leave me out of this. No, but I just want to apologize for if I've made a racist joke, if I've um, done anything like that. I just want to apologize to the black community, and because it's it's wrong. It shouldn't. It shouldn't be happening. All right. So yeah, this is the NHL proposed 2014 playoff. the teams may be reseeded after the play-in round, but right now, um, spot 8 and 9 in the West. So Calgary and Winnipeg will face 5th and 12th. Edmonton and Chicago will face 7th and 10th. Vancouver and Minnesota. 6th and 13th. I think that says Nashville and Arizona. Minnesota and Arizona in the playoffs. In Chicago, okay. And then in the East, it is 8th and 9th, Toronto and Columbus, 5th and 12th, Pittsburgh, Montreal, 7th and 10th, New York Islanders and Florida, 6th and 11th, Carolina and Rangers. So that's the rounds. And then I guess both top 4 teams from the West and the East get byes automatically. So in the East, that'd be the Bruins, the Lightning, the Caps, and the Flyers. And in the West, it would be the Blues, the Avalanche, the Knights, and the Stars. A little breakdown. I don't even want to talk about the Leafs in Columbus. But I also don't want to talk about the Leafs in Boston. So, Leafs have a chance against Columbus. Do they have a chance if they meet up with Boston in the second round? Absolutely not. Because they don't show up to games. But I got into this in my other podcast, my last one. I'm not doing this now. Pittsburgh and Montreal. I think Pittsburgh's going to take that one. Montreal is going to put up a fight. You also can't really tell. These are my predictions. You can't really tell because of the giant break. The Islanders in Florida, that's a tough one for me, but I think the Islanders will take that one, obviously. Honestly. Carolina and the Rangers, that's a tough one for me. I think the Rangers have a good chance, but I think Carolina might just come out on top. Then we're going to go to Calgary and Winnipeg. I think I'm silent for that one. That's tough. Alberta and Winnipeg. Wow. I want to say Winnipeg, but I can't say anything on that one. Oilers and Blackhawks, I have to say Edmonton. There's no doubt about that. Vancouver and Minnesota, I have to say Vancouver. And Nashville and Arizona, I think I want to say Nashville. Those are my predictions. I want to see your comments down below. What y'all think. We'll see what happens. But I'm excited. I am really excited. And we're getting some hockey. For sure, we're getting some hockey. So, oh boy. We'll see what happens. But I just want everyone to stay safe. I want everyone to remember that we're all equal. I want you guys to know, especially the Black community, that I am sorry. If I have made any racist jokes, I am not one to. Absolutely, I'm not one to. But if I have, I apologize. Because we don't know what you go through, but it must be tough. Being hated, that is absolutely terrible. I can't come to think that because of the color of my skin, which I have no choice over, I am hated because of it. Who do some people think they are? Like, racism is a huge thing, and we have come so far. So far. You weren't even allowed to go in the white bathroom back then. We have come so far. But who do some people think they are to still be racist shitheads? I'm sorry. But this podcast isn't made for kids. No, but I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry. Stay safe, everyone. I want to thank all y'all for listening. Go check out my new album. Things happen for a reason, and I hope we'll rise above this. Oh boy. Thanks for listening, everyone.